please make yourself comfortable. My name is Dr. McRojo. What can I do for you today? Yes, I can see that. Your energy is a little, what's the word? Befuddled. Looks a little befuddled, but I think I can take care of that. Now, I think I have something very special in mind for you. But before I jump the gun, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Then we can make sure this is a good fit. Is that all right? Wonderful. So I mentioned that my name is Dr. McRojo. I am an accredited energy healer and Reiki practitioner. My particular forte is what's known as heavy-duty Reiki. Now, heavy-duty Reiki is quite a rare modality. There's only one other person besides myself that is licensed to perform heavy-duty Reiki. And I won't say that it's not necessarily because it's extremely difficult and requires quite a bit of discipline that perhaps other practitioners may not possess. But I'll just say that I've been doing this for a very long time. So, what was that? The other practitioner? Oh, yeah, that's Dr. Von Verde, but she's don't worry about her, okay? So it's just me and you today, and oh, you know Dr. Von Verde. I see. Well, then you know a little bit about the heavy-duty Reiki process, then. I see. Okay. Well, I suppose then we can just get into it. Yes, I have a whole little show and dance that I put on for the absolute new clients, but you have a little bit of experience. So let's just get you relaxed, shall we? Okay. So I want you to just try to loosen up your muscles a little bit. Take a deep breath for me. And out. Good. Now, is there any parts of your body right now that are tense, that feel stuck? Anything like that? Just want you to focus on those parts. And if it's perhaps your feet, you can give them a little wiggle. If it's maybe your legs, you can squeeze the muscles together and then release them. If it's your head or your neck, you can do a little bit of stretching just to wake up that area. And I'll give you just a moment to settle in. Now let's see, I think we have, okay. Be using these tools today. Good. How you doing? Okay. So the very first thing that I do that is part of the heavy-duty Reiki process is I am going to be feeling around your energy field, also known as your aura. I will not have to touch your physical body at all. I'm just going to be just above your body, if that's okay with you. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So let's see. Right, I'm going to start here at the bottom. And the aura is an egg-shaped structure around you. At least the outermost layer is. There are 7 layers to an aura. And while typically the outermost shape is egg-shaped, there can be dips, there can be divots, there can be places of bulging, there can even be holes, perforations. Just kneading the aura here, almost like a cat. Just going to go all around the aura here and feel the shape of the energy. Now, there are a few key differences between Dr. Von Verde and myself with how we conduct our practice. And one of the more notable differences is how we illuminate the aura, if you will. Now, Dr. Von Verde likes to use an herbal spray. I myself am not exactly a fan of using herbs. There is a time and a place for them, but I like to keep my environment a little cleaner, I think. So when we get to the part where we stimulate the aura so that it's more visible, then I don't have to rely so much on my touch. Then we'll do something a little different. Some may say it even might be more pleasurable, more pleasant. Although there are quite a few people that do prefer Dr. Von Verde's method, and that's just fine. There's room for 2 of us. So I have to ask, did Dr. Von Verde mention anything about me? She said, what? In some languages, the word for colleague and nemesis is the same. Well, she always did have a flair for the dramatic. You know, I think that's quite enough. So, we're going to do a little bit of light work. And what I mean by light work is quite literally working with light, in particular this flashlight. I'm going to be illuminating your energy, and this helps kickstart our healing process. Now, it is a little bright, and if you could just look at my nose right here. Just look at my nose. Okay. I want to see how your energy reacts to the light. Good. I don't want it to go on the defensive. I just want to coax it a little bit. This is almost a priming step. Are you feeling any sensations at this moment? Are any emotions coming up? Some people feel a little tingly feeling on the back of their head, their neck, sometimes down the spine. Some people feel a bit of warmth. Some people feel heaviness. Keep looking at my nose. Some people even feel cold, almost as if their body has gone through a eucalyptus or mint bath. If you could just look at the wall behind me. Keep looking at the wall behind me. Okay. Good, and if you could look at the wall behind me over here. So your aura does have a good amount of resilience to it, which is good. I don't have to worry about it snapping back or guarding me. Okay. Good, and if you could look at my nose. Keep looking at my nose. Keep looking at my nose. Okay. I think that'll do it. Now for the fun part. So what I am going to be doing is I will be stimulating your aura. Now, instead of using an herbal spray to act as a contrast dye, I like to use tuning forks. The specific vibrations that these emit, my 512 and 128 hertz forks here, the vibrations that they emit, they act as a stimulant for your aura and make it more visible. I can see the sheen off of it. I can see where the light catches it. So I have a much better view of what's going on. Now our 128 hertz fork is going to be quite a low tone and you may not hear it. The 512 is a little higher pitched, and that one you most likely will be able to hear most of the time. Okay? Alright, so I just ask that you relax as best as you can. Take some deep breaths if that helps, and I'm going to stimulate your aura. Starting to wake up. When I start seeing the shifts and plays in the aura, then we'll bring out our other tuning fork. This is just to wake up. Hear that tone? This encourages your aura to be a little easier to see. Draws it out. I think that'll do it. Maybe just one more. I think that's good. That's good. Excellent. Now let's do a little energy massage. This I like to call sculpting the energy for my particular technique. Now with this, I'm kneading almost like I do with finding the boundaries of your energy. But I'm just pulling the energy back and letting it snap back. Sculpting the energy. This can feel a little intense. Please let me know if there's any bothersome sensations. I don't want to push your energy too far because then it'll clam up. Do a little bit of massage, then we can get right into the Reiki work. I think you're in for a real treat. I know Dr. Von Verde has an excellent technique, but I do think that you will also enjoy my particular way of doing it. Okay, so while I was doing that, I was just taking a look at your energy and noting down what places that I need to focus on. And I think to start with some light Reiki work, I think think we're going to start right here. Just going to swirl my fingers over the area and just pull and let it go. Swirl my fingers, pull, let it go. Just like that. It's fun, isn't it? Swirl my fingers and pull. I'm just getting these little surface bits. That way I can get to the heavy stuff after pulling the light bits. Helps lessen the load. Just like that. I think, let's see, right here, just swirling my fingers, and then pull, pull. There we go. Just like that. I'm just going to work over your aura and just pull and release. Swirling my fingers, pull, release. Just pulling, releasing. This is a very relaxing process, both for you and for me. Release. I just get to clean up your aura. Pull. Release all the energy that no longer serves you. I can just work here a little bit while I identify the heavier areas. Just cleaning it up a little. Release. Release. Just gets me warmed up. There. Now let's see if we can do a little bit of heavy duty work. So, I'm just going to prepare myself a little bit. This work can be a little intense. Just want to make sure that I am prepared for it. All right, ready? Okay. A little bit of swirling here. And then grasp. Pull. Pull. Okay. That's quite a bit. That's a lot. Let's do that again. I think we have right here. Okay. Then just pull. Pull. It's very stretchy. Okay, almost. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. There's a reason it's been there for so long. It's almost cemented. It's like a cement taffy, almost. Alright, let's get in here. These stuck bits, this congestion in your aura has likely been here for a long time. And as a result, it's almost calcified. There we go. Just have to have some patience and fortitude. Let's do a little bit of light duty work, though I think we're going to fluff up your aura a little bit. It's been a little while and I think it's starting to go dormant. So I'm just going to use our tuning forks. Wake it up a little. Stimulate it. Let's see how that's doing. Just going to use my flashlight and illuminate it. You could just look at my nose, please. Okay. Might need a little bit more. It's gone a little less translucent, but I think I could probably get a little bit of a better contrast. You could just look at the wall behind me. Yeah, look at the wall behind me. Look at my nose. That'll do it. All right. Let's warm up a little bit by doing a little bit more light duty work. All right? All right, let's see. Just going to swirl my fingers a little bit here and pull. A bit of light duty. Comes a little easier when the energy is all warmed up and knows what to expect. Makes everything a little more pliable, a little more flexible. Release. Pull. Release. Pull. Release. Pull, release. Good. And let's see if we can do some of that heavy duty work again. All right. I've been eyeing this particular cluster for a little bit now. I think we can probably tackle that one. So let me see if I can just round it a little bit. Good. Let's see if we can grab onto it. Okay, and just pull, pull, pull. I think we're going close to the end. Sticky. All right, there's another smaller cluster. I think I got the biggest one. Just do this right here. It's not for the faint of heart, this work. Not in the least. I've got just a little bit more here. I think one more, and then we'll do a little bit of just testing your aura a little bit. Okay. Yeah, let's see if that did it, because that was a lot. You had a lot of built up congestion. It's really quite a wonder how you've been able to carry it for so long. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to play with your aura a little bit. So your aura has a specific rhythm that is tailored to you, is tailored to your energy. Think of it like just like a little song that it plays. And an aura that needs a little bit more help, if I were to try to disrupt the rhythm, with my own sound. So instead of, if I come in with your aura, if it's healthy, it should be able to stay on the same rhythm. It shouldn't have a skip. But an unhealthy aura might stutter a little bit. It might take on the other beat for a little bit before trying to steer back to its own. So I'm just going to be tapping along, and sometimes it may look like finger combing, just making sure that your aura has its own rhythm, that it can stay on independently, even with outside stimulus. Okay? All right. It's a lot of information, I know. But I just want to tell you what I'm doing here. Now, I don't go in with any particular rhythm. I am essentially just trying to confuse it and see what happens. Just tapping all over it. Combing it through, feeling the consistency, feeling if there's any changes because of my disruption. All over it, just these quick little taps. Okay, and just combing it through. So for the most part, it seems to be reacting normally. Now, there is just a couple little bits that I think I can address really quick, and then we can finish your session. So I have just a little bit right here that I missed. So, pull, release. Just little remnants. Good. Pull. Release. These are just very tiny little bits. I want to just smooth down your aura to finish. Since I have stimulated it quite a bit and opened it up, I want to just manually close it back up. I could allow it to close itself. That certainly would be an option. But until then, you might pick up some oddities, which would defeat the purpose of cleaning up your aura in the first place. So just going to create a little bit of heat, a little bit of energy, We're going to use this to create a seal, almost like with cellophane, like a cling wrap. Heat it up so it molds to the surface, sealing it up. Now, the most important thing that I want you to do is I want you to get plenty of rest. You might feel a little lethargic or drained for a few days, and that's normal. You might feel a little off balance even. You've been carrying a lot of heavy weight for a long time, and even though it's a good thing that you're no longer, you still have gotten used to carrying all that weight. It might take a couple days just to readjust. And lots of rest will help it so much more. It'll give your body time to heal. It'll give your energy time to reacclimate. Smoothing it over. Good. Now, just as a final measure, we're going to do that little exercise we did in the beginning. So I want you to do a little bit of stretching. We're going to work out the tension a little bit. If you could take a deep breath in for me. And out. And then just do a little internal body scan and feel if there's any points of tension, any muscles that are maybe little constricted, or if there's a little bit of pain somewhere. See if you can clench your muscles and release them. See if you can move around a little bit to release the tension. Just make yourself as comfortable as you can. Good. Give you just a moment to do that. Okay. So to end the session, I am going to very strongly recommend that you rest. Very strongly. It's essentially a requirement. Now, should you have any further issues, you're more than welcome to come back. In fact, I would highly encourage it. If you're feeling a little weighed down, again, if you're feeling a little bit of loss of motivation or energy, I'd love to see you back. And you can just search for me for Dr. McRoho, and you can contact me from there. There might be a listing for Dr. Von Verde. I just want you to ignore that. I can take care of you just fine. So let's get you rested up, all right? Just allow your body to relax. Allow your muscles to relax. Allow your mind to relax. This is the time for rest. This is the time for restoration. Just rest. 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 Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I create primarily medical, alternative medicine / pseudo